And I just wanted to share with you an amazing tool that allows you to really take your Facebook marketing to the next level. If you go to www.bpclinks, you'll see it's called Group Track. This is my affiliate link. I would so appreciate if you do sign up, that you come through us, because that would be a blessing. Also, I'll definitely be checking to see who does, because we're going to be doing some accountability type group sessions to help you guys set up your automations for those who use my link. But let me show you how amazing this is. So I'm actually setting up an automation, okay? I'm not going to go into the full details of this entire program because it is so much. It's going to really blow you away, but it could be a little overwhelming. So anyways, I'm going to find a post that I did a few days ago for Author All Stars, our magazine, and we're looking for some authors to highlight. So as you can see, we have 26 people who commented. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to set this up really quick on this automation. So I'm going to click on I click on this right here. This gives me the link of the actual post. So this is the link to the post, and I'm going to set it up in Group Track. Now, what I've already done, there's something that is called pipelines, and then you can set up an automation. I've already created a pipeline so that when I do create this automation that's going to run, it's going to then set up to start messaging people. So I'll show you how that works as well, okay? But first of all, we're going to go ahead and just create this automation because I just really want you to see how this thing goes. So we're going to call this the Author All Stars magazine invite. In fact, if you are an author and you want more information, the spots are filling up. So anyway, so here's the post link, the permalink of the post, right? And so I'm going to go ahead and click on next. And then do I want to process existing comments? Yes, I do, because I already have some. And then I'm going to go next. Do you want to use any trigger words? So for this particular example, if you've ever seen where somebody will put up a post and say, if anybody would like to know how to be a part of this training, comment masterclass. So that would be like the trigger word, but I want to process all comments. So I'm going to say no. Now I want to add, I want to connect to a specific pipeline that is already created, okay? So contacts added from this job will be placed in the following pipeline. So I'm going to change it to here, and I'm going to change it to this one called BPC events, okay? And so we want it to be added into that particular pipeline. And do you want to add global tags to this? So you can if you wish to, but I'm probably not going to add any global tags, but I can add a pipeline tag that enters this post. And do you want to put the contact in initial stage? I do not. And do you want to queue a message? I do. Okay. And so the message that I want to queue is going to be under the BPC events. And this is where I'm going to send them this invite to the Author All Stars. Okay. So this is going to be pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and click next. And then I like to leave some nice little emojis on each one of the comments, which I'm just going to use these 3. I won't use these 2. And then I'm going to click next. Do you want to reply to comments? Yes, I do. Okay. Now this is going to allow me to create comments that I can comment directly to this post. So all these people that posted this, I can send them a message. Okay. So watch this. So I can say something like, hey there, hey there, I am going to send you a DM on how to be in our magazine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and click that. Then I'm going to add another variation. I'm going to include maybe their first name. So you can simply do like this. Hey, first name, congratulations. I'm going to send you a DM. Matter of fact, I need to get one thing real quick. One sec. Okay, guys, so I'm back because I was looking for a specific link that I could post for you guys for Messenger. So anyways, let me go ahead and find that Author All Stars magazine invite. We're going to go ahead and click edit. And we want to go back to the comments. And so what I'm going to do is, hey there, I'm going to send you a DM on how to be in our magazine. This is our 3rd annual. I cannot type in. It's on here. Addition. And then I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, make sure to check your spam messages or request messages. And then here I can put this link right here, which is messenger.t/Vision Avant. And then, so this is like a shortcut for people. So you would be able to add in like your Facebook username. This is a shortcut for people to be able to click on that link and take them directly to any message that you've sent them. So this is a pretty cool little feature right here. So I'm going to go ahead and click this, add this here as well to this message. And then I'm going to add another variation. I'm going to say something like, so awesome. And let me put this down here first. And then I'm going to say first name. Actually, I'm going to put name to tag them. So awesome. Please be sure to check your message, your DM. I'm going to send you details on how you can be one of 50 in our 3rd annual magazine, as well as highlight it on Atlanta's Author All-Star Day, which is December 15th. Okay, so those are going to be the 3 variations that I have. All right, so I have 3 variations. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, we want to reply to comics. So I'm going to go to these other ones because I skipped over them, but we'll go here and it says, do you want to skip over any comments? No, I do not. And then pause breaks. So typically I tend to just leave them at the standard. However, if you have been sending more messages than normal, you can do the 10 to 20 seconds because I do send a lot. One thing about this tool is that it will keep you out of Facebook jail. And then it says it'll take a 10 to 15 minutes after every 40 comments. Great. And then loop settings. So this is if you wanted to keep on running the job over and over, or you can actually have it to stop right here. You could have it stop and then you'll have to reprocess it. Right here, do you want to limit the number of comments process? Nope, we want to process all new jobs. So we're going to go ahead and click done. Actually, I'm going to run the job, but before I run the job, I do want you to see that it is connected. So this right here, this Author All-Stars magazine, what it's going to do is it's then going to send them a message to this pipeline, which is right here, BPC events. And so it's going to actually invite them to this particular pipeline. They'll be added to this pipeline, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and run this automation so you can see how it goes. I'm also going to keep this page open so you can see this as well. So watch this. So we're going to go ahead and click Run Job. Got it. Now, what's going to happen is it's going to start running the job and it's going to start commenting on those posts, right? So if I go over here, as it gets ready to rock and roll, you're going to start to see some action take place within these posts. Oh, it's happening over here. Hold up. Let me refresh. It might be at the bottom. So what it's going to do is going to open up a separate page, which you'll see right here. So you can see it actually doing the work. So I'm going to just let you see it here. So you see, I'm not finished, but poetic moments. So boom, you see, it just left a comment for her. So now what it's going to do is comment. Now, the only thing that you have to understand is because also it does, you know, we don't want to go in Facebook jail. It's not going to send everybody a DM right away, but it is going to start queuing up those DMs. Okay. So what's going to happen is you see right here where it says queue, it's going to add every time it leaves a comment, it's going to add these DMs in the queue. Okay. Now, if I start to notice that it's not sending the DMs, which you can see right now, this is what this is doing. Look at this. It's actually sending her the DM. I would have to refresh it, which is fine. But it will send a comment and then it'll send a DM. Now, another cool thing that it will do is that once it actually messages, for example, Jody, it's then going to tag her so that I'm able to see all the people that I've actually invited. Matter of fact, let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to go over here to group track and I'm going to click on the comments and I'm going to go to pipeline view. Now I want to go into the pipeline that is discussing for the events, the BPC events, right? So I'm going to change the view to go to the BPC events. All right. And it's going to automatically load. Now look at this. So right here, as it starts to run that job, these contacts are going to be added into right here into invite. So it's going to add them in. It hasn't started adding them in yet, but it will add them into this one right here, invite to Author All Stars Magazine, right? So once this job does finish, I'm going to be able to see all of the contacts that are actually listed under there. I'm just going to refresh to see, but it may take a little bit of time because, of course, again, it is working behind the scenes, sending those messages. It's commenting on all these posts. Once it sends the message, then it's going to add them to that particular layout, or that particular pipeline to show that they were actually invited. So now when I go back, I can then sort and see all the people who were actually messaged or invited based on them leaving a comment on my post, right? Now, real quick, I also want to show you this because then what I can also do is go here to my messenger. And in my messenger, I can see when it starts to message people. So as you can see, it's already messaged Jody. It's already messaged Chima. And so it's going to start messaging other people, right? As you can see, right? So this is a really cool tool, guys, especially if you are utilizing Facebook groups. Now, what I have done for you guys is I have a list of hundreds of Facebook groups that will allow you to go into their groups and post. This post I just put directly on my timeline, but I can actually take that exact post because it's gotten great reaction or great traction on my timeline. I can take this exact post, looking for authors, and I can post this in other Facebook groups. So let's just say, for example, I might want to go to speakers. So a lot of times I've learned that, I can go to an author group and see, but let's just say, for example, many of these author groups, they might be also speaker coaches. So I might not post in those. So for this one, see, this one has 9,000. So I could post this post here. And so, and awarded. Okay. I could post that post here. And then what would happen is once that post starts to get activity, then what I can do is add that to the automation. Right now, I'm going to say something like this. Hey, leave a comment for details. So I'm going to put a post here. You typically want to wait a while before you start commenting. Another key thing that you need to know too, that's important when it comes to putting out posts, right? So when you put a post out, the reason why I like to let it kind of sit for a day or so, I let this sit for a little bit longer than normal, but one day I let it sit. The reason why you let it sit is because what happens is more people will start to see it. So I let it sit. Then I start commenting. Facebook is then going to push this post back up to the top. So you don't want to start running it as soon as you put the post out. You want to put the post out, wait for some comments. And of course, as you notice, I put a comment underneath it to get it started. Then you can start utilizing this automation. Guys, when I tell you this software is amazing, they do trainings in depth. Another cool thing is that you can integrate it in with any CRM. So of course, we have it integrated in with our BPC system, and all Book Profits Club members that are utilizing the BPC system, if you need assistance with us going ahead and integrating it in for you, we will do so. So the reason why you can integrate it into the system is because one of the other things we'll do is we'll invite people to join our Facebook groups. And when they join the Facebook groups, we're able to automatically add them to our CRM. But as you can see, just with this tool alone, you're still going to be doing a ton of messaging in your DMs. This is why my messenger, it stays busy. Look at this. I got a lot of people that I need to get back with because we have been sending these messages out and it absolutely is working. All right. We've already had some people to reply. Look, Alma has already replied. Matter of fact, let me show you what you do. So Alma has already replied, right? So what I'm going to do with Alma is I'm going to open her profile. And what I'll do is I'm going to click on this icon for the group track, and it's already going to have them. Well, it's got her in this main one right here, but we also need to make sure, let me pull this up. For this pipeline with BPC events, right? So it's supposed to automatically add them in. So I'm gonna double check on that, but it does normally automatically add them in. But anyway, so watch this. So I can say, she says she wants more information. So I'm gonna click right here, wants details about magazine. So I'm gonna click yes, review now. And what this is going to do, look at that. It's going to automatically queue up the message. So I'm gonna send that message to her right now. So now she's going to get the link so that she can check out the details of the magazine. Y'all, this is a game changer for many of you guys. And another great thing is, guess what? Then when she goes over there to the link, she's going to be added to the CRM as well. So I encourage you guys, if you are looking for a tool that you can use on Facebook, that you don't even need to have a massive following, you can utilize the Facebook groups. You can really be able to be up in those DMs, killing it. As I say, it goes down to the DMs. Simply go to www.bpclinks.com. We'll be doing a session on one of these Sundays coming up at the first week of July. If you're watching this after July, you can still join us because we will still make sure that you can plug in. They have a ton of information. We will still help you with setting up and integrating your CRM if you are a part of the Book Profits Club family. And we'll also make sure that we'll still, if you have any questions, you can ask questions on our Thursday sessions for all BPC members. You're able to join in directly through the Zoom link as well if you are an active BPC member. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I am so excited about this tool. It is phenomenal. All right, guys, leave a comment and